Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. Today we're taking a look at the ship buyer's guide for the Banu Defender and its concept sale. So until the 1st of May, it is on concept sale, that Banu Defender. It comes with lifetime insurance and 2 pieces of hanger flare. It's available for $175 with a war bond discount, which is basically if you're not using store credit, and it's $185 if you want to use any form of store credit with that purchase. The loaner that you get while the Defender is being developed is the Xi'an Scout. So let's talk a little bit about the intention of the ship and some info about it. The Defender is a close support fighter escort ship that can be flown with 1 or 2 crew. Now, the ship operations can be shared between the pilots in any way they choose, each in their own individual cockpit, but you should be able to use all of the functionality of the ship with just a single pilot. All you're really losing is the reaction speed and the versatility another pilot would provide, though really good pilots are going to be able to pilot this ship totally fine by themselves. It has long range and high damage weapons, big shields, much higher than the rest of the ships in its class, but weaker armour. And what class is that? Well, it's basically in the class with top tier dogfighters. Technology-wise, it's a mix of Xi'an, Tavaran, and more, selecting and retrofitting the most suitable parts for that ship's role, which is, in this case, to ward off would-be attackers and raiders and pirates. The intention of the ship is to ensure cargo ships, or whatever it's escorting, get safely to its destination. It has high damage, long-range sniper-type weapons to ward off ships, while its large shields give it stamina to outlast opponents and survive multiple encounters while it might be travelling. That said, it has low armour, and I wouldn't want to be in a close-range dogfight with something like a Super Hornet with a ballistic loadout, which would, over a quite quick period of time, I suspect, damage vital portions of the ship, being able to pass some of its weaponry through that shield. The ship has an interior with a sleeping area for the crew, but also giving it easier access to the components for on-the-fly repairs. The ship isn't slow either. Its lighter armour and powerful Xi'an engines mean it's going to be in a class of faster fighters when it comes to manoeuvrability, somewhere just below the Buccaneer and Sabre, I'd expect. So, ship stats-wise, it's 18,000 kilograms at the moment. That's its current weight or mass listed, with 2 TR2 main engines and 12 TR1 thrusters. It's got 4 size 3 mounts, which come with 4 Singe tachyon cannons, and these are supposed to be these long-range, high-damage sniper-y type weapons. It also has 2 size 3 missile mounts, currently carrying 4 missiles. The ship is quite long at 28 metres, basically making it the longest of the dogfighters, if you think of its role as a dogfighter, and there could be some discussion here as well. The ship still has some of the small form of cargo space, according to the brochure, although I doubt it's even a single SCU. It will just be some emergency space, probably some supplies, hand weapons, that sort of stuff. It's described as swift and deadly, and I would expect this to be the shield tank of the dogfighters, with lots of talk of people with alpha striking at range, and maybe not as being as fast as the Sabre or the Buccaneer, though, but it's going to be pretty competitive. Power plant wise, I'm going to assume that it's going to have a pretty powerful power plant. The Banu like to have quite good components in their ships, it seems, and we will find out more with the Q&A though, but I'm assuming, because of the weaponry and shield and stuff it's got, that its power plant's going to be pretty good. Comparison-wise, so let's have a look at it when compared to other things. So the ship is an escort defender ship, as its name would imply, but it's currently priced near those top-tier dogfighters like the Super Hornet and Sabre, and we're not sure how fittable alien weapons like the Singe will be on other ships. They may have proprietary needs or specialist mounts, or it might be difficult with plugs and pipes to get other ships to work with them. The Singe tachyon cannon is going to make or break this Defender ship, in my opinion. So it's going to need to be tweaked so that it is competitive and that it is a powerful ship. That said, I'm sure players will look at having 4 size 3 fixed weapons and make quite powerful loadouts with that as well. I'm assuming that's going to have quite unique piping system with some of these alien ships as well. And when looking at it like this, it's quite similar to the Sabre in a lot of ways, with its weaponry and kind of some of the feel of the ship. The meta is in a constant flux as well. And we're going to know a little bit more meta-wise and how the ship's going to fit into the pantheon of other ships once we have the 2.0 item system 2.0. That's going to give us some stability when it's fully implemented, hopefully later this year. I'd expect this ship, the Defender, to have a longer operational range than a standard dogfighter like the Hornet or Sabre, which don't have beds or easy access to repair their components. The ship's going to have some stamina. It's not going to be like super long range and travel distance. It's not going to have the ability to do that with the amount of fuel it's got, but it should have a quantum drive for jumping around the verse. Not sure yet if it's going to have a jump drive for leaving systems, although it's almost 100% certain that it will be able to fit one if it doesn't come one as standard. This is definitely a ship that's going to be for repelling raiders and pirates at range, and is going to be top tier for the escort ships. It's literally going to be balanced for that. It's going to get pushed into that role. But it may suffer from extreme close range to ballistic weapons due to its low armor, but its high power shields are appealing. Yeah, and it's going to be balanced for one of the best choices for escorting. But you don't need to buy any of these ships. They're all going to be obtainable in-game. Ship sales help further the support of the game and allow you to jump straight into the verse with your favourite ship once it's actually ready. Also, alien ships seem to have this like collector's tax added onto them, making them quite expensive, so just bear that in mind if you are interested in purchasing one. I will be redoing some of these ship buyers guides, in fact all of them, once we have Item System 2.0 out, and when ships are buyable with Alpha UEC in the future too, hopefully with 3.0, but we'll have to wait and see. You can also buy a Banu Merchantman during this time, as well as combination packs until the 1st of May, and if you buy a combination pack, I believe they both come with lifetime insurance. The Banu Merchantman is now worth $350 in terms of upgrades in the upgrade section of the RSI website. And has increased somewhat in size. We shall talk about the Banu race and the Merchantman updates and its schedule and where it fits in the schedule coming in 2018 in our next video. Lifetime insurance tokens. So a lot of people are going to be wanting to pick up that Defender and using it as a lifetime insurance token for their favourite ships in the future. If you are just interested in purchasing a Banu Merchantman, then I suggest that you pick up a Defender, then use the upgrade system to turn it into a Merchantman, thus getting lifetime insurance. And lifetime insurance is a small perk, but if it's free, get it. Why not? It was hinted that the next ship going on concept may be the 600 series luxury yacht ship thing, but it could be, and we're also looking forward to the Aegis Eclipse, the Xi'an Nox, and the Raven Sabre, or Sabre Raven, to look forward to in the near future anyway. We shall do a quick revisit of the Defender once the Q&As have gone live, and we'll dig a bit deeper and see if we can poke any devs about other extra little bits of information. So please drop any questions you've got about the Defender in the chat below, and that would be very much appreciated. Any of those questions are helpful. Every month we do give away a ship. For April, that is a Drake Buccaneer. All you need to do is be subscribed to my YouTube channels and comment on any of my Star Citizen videos for that month. So please tell me, do you like the idea of this fighter with a focus on escorting? Are you excited by the largening of the Banu Merchantman? Do you have any questions about the Defender? Thanks for watching, guys. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you're interested in helping the channel further, please check out my Patreon and join some other awesome peoples that go beyond the Call of Duty. Take care, and I will see you in the verse.